We worked with the Obama administration and the stimulus dollars to bring 20 youth in out into the field. I was a supervisor, and we taught them how to pull their pants up, put a belt on, put some boots on, and get out in the field and learn how to feed themselves.
How did they respond to that initially, and then were you able to, change them in any way?
Yeah, if you go out and work with me in the field and you don't have safety equipment on, I don't wait for you. They had bus passes, and I had a van.
Okay.
So if you didn't make it to the van on time, I left you.
Okay.
And if you had your pants hanging down and you was hopping across the field, you got left.
Okay.
And the ones, it's a safety issue when you're out there.
Truly.
You got mud. We would work in the mud. We'd work in the little rain or whatever. And if you couldn't keep up, you ended up having to walk back to the office. So in a couple of days, they learned that I have to be ready when my ride comes. Okay. So I don't talk to people about their culture and what they're trying to express. I just show them what I'm trying to express and what I'm paying you for and how we're making the money.
Okay.
I find that helps bridge. That helps people respond to that work environment. We just learn how to use what the language is that they are interested in.
Okay. And do you think you got through to these 20 youth, and is this program ongoing?
The program ended. Well, actually, when we did the first 20 youth, we came back the second year. We got a whole new crew, and the Full Employment Council actually changed their entire summer youth program to green employment, something along those lines. So everybody, all the businesses submitted had to submit in relation to some green industry.
Okay.
As far as tracking the population, I can't get rid of these guys. They're on my Facebook. I see them on the street. They talk to me. They come out and help volunteer at the barns. So they haven't gone anywhere. So they're still on my Facebook. A lot of them are still on my Facebook, and they've moved on to. They're still growing gardens, and they moved on to. Several of them have gainful employment, but they came from drug treatment programs. They came from poverty situations. It was a very diverse group of young people, we had Hispanic, black, white. It was very diverse.
Okay. So, does Green Acres Farm produce food for sale, or what do you do with the crops that you produce?
We produce food. Many times, taking it to a market and selling it to people who have a lot of money that can afford the most nutritious food. A lot of times, that business model causes you to be able to bring money in, but then the population you're serving still doesn't get any food.
I see what you're saying.
So we take our food and we train our people how to produce the food. They take the food home, and the family becomes accustomed and acclimated to eating the food.
Okay.
Many of the population we deal with, they already have funding assigned to their label. If you have low-income people, they can go to to one of our farm partners, and they can buy with their EBT card.
Okay.
If you have re-entry people, there are monies that we receive, some dollars, to serve the reentry population of people coming right out of the prison system.
Right.
So they have payees. You know, you just have to learn how to find out who has their money. Because once they get their label, all of these agencies are now going into the green market, into the green industry, doing gardens, supporting farms by having food projects where people can use their kitchens, where they can actually transport the food for local farmers to the market.
I noticed on Will Allen's website when it was talking about how prolific his farm there in the urban core of Milwaukee is. He's actually selling food to the Milwaukee school district.
Exactly. One of the Milwaukee is not like this utopia where the school board is educating their children so wonderfully and they just believe in feeding them nutritious food. That wasn't the case. What occurred was relationships with individuals were developed by bringing them food. Bringing them food, making the food available, and then the people begin to request and demand the food, and then that gets the smaller schools able to get the food dependably, and then you work your way up to supplying food for the entire public school district. It's all about relationship building and remembering that we're trying to develop this whole area.
When you say the whole area, you mean the whole urban core?
Yes.
Yeah, when I hadn't been back to Milwaukee, we set this event up by actually going up to Milwaukee for a workshop, and you know, I received a warm welcome when I got there. My official title is the guy who did the kitchen ceiling.
Okay.
And
there's honor in that. Sasteh.
Yeah, that's the official title.
Okay.
So when we got up there, we just asked him to come down, and he said okay, and that's relationship building.
Okay.
You know, so him coming down. When I went up there, it was real difficult for me to travel around the city because there was a Walmart in the hood.
Okay.
You know, there was a Walmart. They had a shopping mall there. They had, Walgreens. I mean, it was all this development. There were businesses all up and down the strip. And all of this came because the schools were supported, because the restaurant and the entertainment committee was supported by this fresh food.
Okay.
It started drawing dollars in, and then it started drawing other investors that wanted to buy these businesses. And eventually the feasibility studies that the grocery stores are saying we can't meet the requirements of were able to be met.
Okay.
It made dollars and it made sense. So now you have real partners that can come in and invest their dollars.
Well, hopefully we can start that trend here in Kansas